In today's video, I'll be talking about what has been happening recently with Grief and Doggie. So let's just get into it. So, Grief hasn't been verified yet in 1.5 years. It's almost been that time. And the reason being is because Doggie hasn't been making much progress on it recently. He's almost stuck with the same percentage for almost 1 year. Next month, he's gonna be stuck with 80% for 1 year. But why? The reason being is because of all the memes, and also Grief is literally a top one. We can't expect Doggie to just verify it that easily, because it isn't his fault that he's not verifying it, because the human body can't actually click that fast. Like, you can't click really fast for, how about a 2-minute level? And look at this part. Can you do that? Well, yes you can, but it's gonna be really hard. I just want you to hear Doggie's clicks right here. That's insane spam. Like, I can't even do that type of spam, and probably 99% of the community cannot do level. So this is another reason why Doggie is taking so long to beat this level. And what I meant before about the memes is that there used to be an old meme saying get back on Grief, and Doggie didn't really like that. And it caused him a lot of stress for some reason. But I don't know why, but it is how it is. The level also has over like 100 frame perfects, which is literally so crazy to beat. Like, maybe over 200. That could be possible. And we're all expecting Doggie to just beat the level right here and right now. But it isn't really that simple. Most of the level is just spam and wave, and the timings are absolutely crazy. Look at this spam right here, and look at this straight fly. That's fixed hitboxes, and I can't even do that. Like, literally I cannot. Look at this wave part. You literally turn invisible for half a second, then turn visible again, then turn invisible once again, which is just crazy. How can you beat a level like this? This is when Doggie literally got 80% on Grief, and he hasn't gotten any progress from there, but he's got 54 times, which is crazy. But we know that if you put more effort into this level, which you are putting your most effort into it, you can beat it one day, and we know that. His heart rate is literally 162 right now, which is really crazy to be honest. And getting 80% is more than half the level. And if he could get that again, that would actually be crazy, because he hasn't got many runs at the end of the level. Like, yeah, from 0. And look, 80% run. And look at this. That was actually crazy. 80.52%. And look right here. Look at this. This is fake. These blocks are fake, and it looks real. It looks real. Doggie has been taking some breaks, and one time he had to combine 2 months together into one video because there wasn't much progress going on. I also think this has caused him to have like a hand injury because of all the spamming he has to do, all the clicking. And look at this. Yeah, I probably think he does have a hand injury, and I don't expect him to go any longer getting more new bests if he has a hand injury because of playing this level, Grief. He's really having a grief, if that makes sense. Sometimes in streams his best for that stream can be really high, but sometimes it can be really low, like 40 or even 30. And to think of that is mind-blowing, because Doggie has gotten 80% on the level, which is more than half of the level, and sometimes he could get really good runs. But the fact he has 65, 54 times is mind-blowing. I don't think anybody could do that, and he's probably one of the most dedicated players to Grief. He may be one of the most dedicated players in the world, actually. Not just to Grief, to the world. Boy, and it took 1.5 years to complete this level as well. Well, not this level, Bloodlust, which is now 150 out of the legacy list. I just want to show you closely how much spam is in here. Let's look at this. Okay, let's put playback speed to literally 0.25 and look. In slow-mo, that still looks hard. It's still kind of fast in slow-mo. And look at this straight fly. It looks extremely hard. And this is a sequel to the impossible level Slaughterhouse. Not the 2020 version, the 2015 version, which is literally impossible. I think in the next 100 years, that level is going to be completed. That's my predictions of that level. So this is the sequel to that level. No wonder it's hard. No wonder this level is top 1. Feels like top 0 to me at this point. So Grief has also mentioned that Grief is really hard for him to play. Every single day he's playing Grief. Literally. He can't play a different level, and he can't play a different level or else the spam chats get back on Grief, and he really doesn't like that. Well, I think when Grief is gonna get verified is probably in the mid 2026 or early 2026, but Doggie is so dedicated to this level. He said he's never gonna give it to a different verifier. Well, that's what I thought he said. That's what people say he said. But he's really going down mentally. He's mentioned that himself. Grief is really hard for him to play mentally. And also, Doggie has had an interview with Secret, and this is what he's got to say when Secret asked him how do you stay motivated on Grief.
How do you stay motivated with Grief?
How do I stay motivated? Well, I mean, that's assuming I am motivated. Well, I'm motivated, but in a way I'm not. I don't really know how to explain it, but I think a lot of people are counting on me to keep it up. That kind of forces me to be motivated to keep it going. But that is the main reason. I think it's just the amount of eyes on me. I have basically all eyes on me in the GD community. It's kind of hard to not to just ignore it. But in terms of just playing it on my own, I'm just not motivated. Just not motivated, I'm gonna be honest, bro.
So that's how Doggie stays motivated to play Grief, because he says there's so many people watching him that he's got to stay motivated. People are counting on him. And honestly, I am too, but he shouldn't put so much pressure on himself. But he says he's not that motivated, but I get what he means. So I think that will be the end of today's video. Comment down below when you think Grief will get verified. Remember to please like and subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss a future video. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.